Hi. How have you been? Good, I'm glad to hear it. So, we're going to be designing your dream home, right? Awesome. I'm very excited. So, we're going to go over a couple of pictures, and I'd like you to tell me what your preferences are. Excuse me. So we're going to start with what kind of style of home you prefer. Yeah, kind of like ranch, rustic, those kinds of things. So the first one I have here is ranch. And this is just kind of like your basic suburban home. No, okay, you do not like. Next we have mid-century modern. So this was really big, like in the 60s and 70s and 80s. Kind of like that retro feel. You like the use of the colors. Okay. Let me just write that down quick. Anything else that you like about the mid-century modern style? Okay. Then we have modern farmhouse. Okay. Okay. I think something that you'd like then, if you kind of like the brightness, is more of a contemporary home. You know, you like a lot of natural light, the natural wood, and stone, you know, the different mixture of textures. It's still warm and cozy. It also gives you kind of a rustic feel, which plays into the next style of home, which is log cabin. Yeah. If you're really an earthy person, I think the log cabin is probably more what you're looking for. And it's kind of, at least this example of a log cabin / rustic home is kind of a combination of the modern farmhouse and the contemporary style, in my opinion. And we can still really play with colors with that style, since you liked how in the mid-century modern home the pop of color you really liked. Okay, so you like natural themes. Rustic. Okay. And use of windows. Yeah, because where you have your home, your land, is really gorgeous, and I can see why you'd like a lot of windows and to be able to enjoy all of that nature that surrounds you, especially being on a river too. Okay, so let's talk about colors next. Here I have a color wheel, and of course I'd like you to just tell me a couple of the colors that really stand out to you. Okay, green. Okay, anything else that really stands out to you? Purple? I think both of those can be very calming colors. Not these examples, these are very bright colors. But, oh. Sorry about that. But more muted tones of those two shades, or those two colors would be good. Anything else that you liked? I can show you again here. Whoop. Okay. Maybe blue. So here we have a couple of examples in this color palette. Oh. In this color palette over here, we have blue, green, orange, something that reminds you kind of nature, the fall day. And then here we have more red and I guess purpley, more like a burgundy red and a mauve color with a sage green. Do either of those color palettes throughout your home, do those interest you? Okay, so you're more sage green. Okay. And you liked the mauve. The blue was too bright and energizing. Okay. And that's something you could always add in later on. You know, if you have kids and you have a child's bedroom that really needs some sort of bright accent wall, you could go that route. Two kind of opposite color palettes here. We have, again, more earthy tones, yellows, oranges, and then this is more blues and tan. Anything from either of those palettes excite you? Okay. No. Okay. That's fine. Then let's kind of work towards these color palettes. So here we have a plant with some purple and green backgrounds, kind of just give you the vibe. And then this color palette is not the direction I wanted to go. So, gosh dang it. Okay. Let me just flip my screen here, it's easier for me. So this color palette, we've got the purples and the greens, so much more muted earthy tones. We've got like a darker green and a sage green here. And then you have a light purple and a dark purple to really accent. And then with the peacock, you know, you have, again, brighter colors and... Okay. Peacock is not your vibe. Got it. But you do like the purples and the greens, okay. So again, we're seeing a sage green, and then there's something a little bit darker than that, kind of not really an evergreen kind of green, but getting there. Like a mid-sage. And then you like a lilac, or I'm sorry, that's like a lavender, and a plum. And we are not feeling blue there. Finally, I'm going to show you these two, which are much more earthy and with some vibrant colors. So over here we have this squirrel, and they really drew... Technology is not my friend today. They really drew a lot from his colors. The very bright orange and a dark red and the greens from his surrounding. And then over here we have very natural greens, nice variety of green. Yeah. Okay, and there we have a more evergreen kind of green with the squirrel. And then a very dark green over on the landscape picture. So, evergreen, or emerald kind of green. Okay. Nothing really from the squirrel that we didn't already talk about. Okay. So then, next question, do you, since you kind of like the natural themes throughout your home, and you're living in a wooded area next to a river, do you want your log cabin to have some wood paneling? Or I guess your rustic home. Okay. I have a couple of varieties. So I have this more of like repurposed barn wood style. You like this side? Okay. And then kind of got your classic paneling, which doesn't start out this dark. Gosh, dang it. Okay, your classic paneling. Something that you kind of picture in grandma's home, but we would start it, you know, a more lighter oak or pine color. And then, okay, neither of those. You like the refurbished wood. Okay. And then stone. Do you want stone accents in your home? Okay. So here we have two different kinds of stone, a little bit more, not as rustic looking. And then I really like this one, this style. I think with the overall theme of your house, that one would look better and really keep it bright. Okay. Alright. So, how many bedrooms are you thinking? Okay. So you, okay. So 3 bed, 2 bath. And what's important to you? Do you like, you know, do you enjoy cooking? Do you like spending more time in the living room and hosting in a living room? Prefer open concept, okay. And you'd like walkout basement if possible. No? Okay. Scratch that idea. So 3 bed, 2 bath, open concept, a loft, and a patio or a deck, however it works out. But just an outdoor seating area. Okay. And a small basement just for storage. So with those things in mind, I almost want to push you towards more of a contemporary styled home just to keep with the open concept. I know a lot of log cabin and rustic kind of homes do open concept as well, but I think with everything you've mentioned that you like, a contemporary home would be better. Okay. You know, we can look for both kinds of floor plans and layouts, and then you can decide on whichever one you like better. However it flows, you know? And then what kind of color do you like for your neutral tone? Are you looking for something more like an off-white or a marshmallow, like straight white, a more off-white? Nothing too yellow, of course, right? Okay. And the fixtures and things we kind of can discuss when we come to that point. But metals we should talk about. Are you interested more in a brushed bronze kind of look, chrome, stainless steel, gold? Okay, I suggest stainless steel. Yeah, it's just, I almost feel like it's easier to match with your appliances. And I know we haven't picked those out either, but this is my opinion. Brushed bronze is nice, but a lot of times I feel like that coating kind of wears off, and then it doesn't look as pretty anymore. Especially like with a kitchen sink, that gets a lot of wear and tear. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we pretty much covered, not everything, but we covered a lot of things. And this will help us to pick out a blueprint for you, and then once we decide on a blueprint, I will make it up for you and we can kind of go over how you'd like things laid out, so we know everything fits and it's designed well and flows well for you. Do you have any other questions at this time? No? Okay. Well, I will start looking for blueprints and we will come together again in it'll probably be about a week or so. And then, yeah, and then we'll discuss those blueprints and I will sit down with you and we'll build something together on the computer so you can kind of see it and get an idea of how it's all going to work. Okay. Awesome. Well, I will talk to you soon. Have a great evening. Bye.